how hard can it be to service your own car? Change the oil, change all the filters, and give it another year of life. And a bonus point in this video, is it worth doing? Or is it really just worth taking it to the mechanic and letting them sort it out? At the end of the video, I'll give a comparison as to how much money I've potentially saved, and also how much headache I incurred. I am relatively inexperienced at working on cars, but that makes me quite a good candidate for this video, because if I can do it, and show you how to do it, you could probably do it too. There's actually very few things you need to service an engine. You need some oil. This is a new air filter. I got a fancy schmancy one. You need an oil filter. You need a new sump washer. That's quite important. And then I've got some extra things. I've got the oil filter removal tool, because I know these can be quite painful. I have a funnel, and I bought one of these containers so I can dispose of the oil responsibly. Just one thing on the point of oil. People get really confused about oil. Don't get too caught up. I don't actually think the brand of the oil makes too much difference, as long as it's the correct grade and it has the correct standards that your car needs. These specifications are usually written on the bottle. This one is ASEA, A5 and B5. That's honestly all you need. You probably need a set of tools so you can undo the bolt, and you definitely want a way to get the front end of the car off the ground so you can get underneath. In this case, I'm going to jack the entire car up because I'm also doing some rear end suspension work. But if you're just changing the oil, you can buy little ramps, kind of like this, but then with a flat part. You drive the car up onto the ramps. That will give you just enough space to get underneath it. It's probably enough yap. Let's get cracking. Step 1, jack up your car. Mighty Car Mods reference. If you are using jack stands, take your time with this. This is probably the most dangerous part of the whole thing. I've got a few rituals that I really like with jack stands. I keep the levers on the inside. I'm less likely to bump into them when I walk past. If your jack stands have these little locking pins, make sure they're in place. Try to get them the same height. And then the most important part is give the car a good shake. I'm putting my entire body weight on that. That is solid as anything. So take your time with this. Make sure you got it right. Make sure it's safe before you start doing anything else. Now we can start tackling the important stuff. You know, there's a lot of debate about what a service actually is. In the States, for example, you guys would probably call what I'm doing right now an oil change. What I'm doing today with oil, filter, air filter, this car doesn't have a cabin filter, but if it had a cabin filter, then that would be included too. We would call this a minor service. If you were then going to also do spark plugs, replacing the coolant, then you might call it a major service. Biggest thing we need to do is drop the oil out the engine. Step 1, we're just going to undo the oil filler cap. If you don't do this, when you undo the bottom bolt, it's going to create a vacuum and mess with the oil running out. That was clean, by the way. That was not so clean. Ah! Put gloves on now like I should have done in the first bloody place. New crush washer. You gotta remember these are essentially single use. Some people also replace the bolt, but I don't think you need to do that. I think you just need a brand new crush washer. Can't see the hole. That was messier than I wanted it to be. Just a little bit. There we go. Alright, that's at least the oil done. Gotta do the filter next. I'm gonna prep this new filter. Right, now for the most difficult, most messy part of the whole thing. Oil filter. Right, this one is particularly tricky. You can see my entire body is basically under the car. This little flap here is the oil filter, and the oil filter is inside. My face is also right below it, so I have a feeling when I undo it, it's going to pour oil all over me. I think I'm going to remove this plastic cover. I'll be honest, I think some absolute moron has tightened this filter so hard. I found a strategy. Look at this, two-handed strat. Getting looser now. I'm gonna get myself out the bloody way so it doesn't rain black juice all over me. I'm gonna try and do this next part fairly quickly because it might get a little messy. We've done it. New filter. I'll tell you now, this one-handed jigsaw nonsense is not fun. Oh my god, it's finally threaded. The entire oil filter is covered in oil. So I'm going to use my tool to snug it down. Hope that's not going to over tighten it. But I literally can't tighten. I think we're done. Kill me now. That was far more painful than I imagined. But after all that nonsense, it's time for the nice part. You guys ever have this weird feeling where you're like, did I put that in the right hole? Fresh, juicy, tasty oil. At this point, I have put about 3.5 litres in. So we're just going to check if the oil level is registering on the dipstick. Alright, we might just about be registering at the very bottom, I think. Yeah, this dipstick's a bit tricky because that almost looks like it's all the way up to here, but it's not. It's actually right just above the minimum. I think we'll put another 500 ml or so in. Thankfully it's not all leaking out on the floor yet. Boom. Absolutely perfect. Right, there is the line. Yep, this side shows it best, I think. Just over full. I believe I can officially say oil change complete. It is worth at this point starting the car just to see if it leaks. Keep an eye on it. Let's do that. Excellent. She runs like a top. I let it run for a good 10-15 minutes, I think, until it warmed up on the gauge. All seemed perfect, no leaks underneath. Good job. Now the air filter. I do think on this car it is particularly painless to do an air filter change. I think this airbox comes apart very easily. Really doesn't look too dirty, to be honest. But we have upgrades. If I'm honest, I don't think there's any performance difference with one of these air filters. What I'm really hoping for is just a little bit more intake noise. That would be really nice. That's it. Just make sure it's seated all the way around. They are really that easy. There you have it. Car is serviced. And just for reference, I always do this in my mechanical videos. It took me about 2 hours. I am an inexperienced idiot when it comes to this stuff. If you know what you're doing, especially if you've done it before, you could probably do it much quicker than that. I fought with that oil filter for a long time. I think if I had to give an overall summary of the difficulty of doing this to your own car, it's like everything with cars. Theoretically, it's quite straightforward. You undo a bolt, you undo a filter, you put the new ones in, you put oil in. The reality with all things working on cars is that it's a bit more painful than you thought it was going to be. There's always something that's stuck. There's always something that's difficult to access. There's always something in the way, and it always takes longer than you think it's going to take. I haven't done much working on cars, but I was able to achieve this. It all works, it runs, and now it's got another year of life in it. So if you want to save a little bit of money, or if you're like me and you just want to get better at working on cars, I think this is a fantastic thing to do. Just to give you guys the monetary value too, if I was to take this to a good local independent, which is what I would do with an older car like this, they wanted £160 to service this car. That bottle of oil was £39.99, the filter was 15 quid, the washer was £1. That's basically it. £55. I bought a really nice air filter, but you can get a normal air filter like this one that was in the car previously for like 7 quid. If you include that 7 quid, it's about £60. So it's much less than half the cost of paying somebody to service it, which is really good. I mean, if you're trying to save money, I'm not doing this to save money. I want to be good at this stuff. This is me practicing. Be responsible. If you're going to do this, don't just take this oil and dump it into a drain or something. This is really bad for the environment. Take this to the local recycle centre. They'll let you pour it in a big tub. Let's be responsible, petrol heads and car people. If you want another video, I have a whole series of how hard can it be videos for everything that I've ever done to this MX-5. I'll leave a playlist just up here. My name's Mick. I drive cars. Peace.